All right, so. Today's video, we're watching a gold, I think, 5 support player. Now, in this game, this player says that their tank is feeding and that it's their tank's fault. And they said that because of their tank's playstyle and not being able to heal them, they have to take matters into their own hands and start to go a little bit more DPS heavy. So here's the question. Is the tank feeding, or is the tank not being healed by the support player that thinks it could be the tank's fault? Well, I got some good news for you. We're gonna find out shortly, after you make sure you sub to the YouTube channel. Enjoy the video. All right, let's see, chat. They said it was their tank, but their tank was playing, you know, their tank was just feeding, and the game was longer than it should have been, all of that. So let's see. Well, if there's any question of what this is on, I think this answers the question. Oh, what a start. What a start. Oh yeah, that's on your tank right away. You know what? I'd say that is a bit aggressive by your Ryan, yeah. I do think you should try to, at all times, pay attention to what your tank is doing. But yeah, that was way too aggro by the tank. Yeah, that was certainly a play. That was certainly a play. Yeah, your Torb is really backing away there, huh? Oh yeah. How did your Torb survive for that long? No, this is gold. This is gold. So, right now, your tank's actually in a decent spot near server. If anything, your positioning is not as ideal right here. Use your mobility. Like, crouch and then go high ground. Use your mobility. Severino, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. And Timmy the Kotek Alert, thank you for the 100 bits. Thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, so far, like, tank's playing fine outside of that first play. Oh, also, Silkworm, thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you. I missed that earlier. Sorry. And Dini, thank you for the 30 months of the tier 1. First play by your Ryan wasn't good. Second play by your Orisa was totally fine. Is that Orisa in their spawn? No, your Orisa's fine. This is fine. This is still okay. So let me get this straight. Let me get this straight here. You're talking about your tank here. All right, I'm gonna show you what just happened. All right, we're just going right to this right away. This is already. So you're saying your tank is playing too aggressive. All right, okay, your tank's playing too aggressive. But let's talk about this very quickly, because here's what your reaction that you just did. You were on the high ground. You were healing your Orisa. You said, okay, I'm gonna do some DPS. We're gonna make some plays. We're gonna do all of that. Great. Then you see your Orisa at low HP. You throw one heal at them and go, good enough. That's fine. Yeah, that's good. Okay, I'm gonna look away now. Your Orisa is at low HP, and your first reaction is to heal him once and go, good enough. I'm gonna go DPS now. I'm gonna take matters into my own hands with this one. You're right, you did for the other team when you decided not to lamp your teammate, or if you had healed your Orisa, guess what would have happened? That range of the Diva Bomb wouldn't have got him because it has a range to it. Okay? It doesn't do the exact same damage further away. So you not healing the Orisa is why your Orisa's going back to spawn, and you're going, well, it's on my tank. It's not. Heal him with your heals, and then DPS. Or just DPS and don't heal him at all, and then, you know. All right, let's go. I was just gonna say, is that your Bastion or their Bastion? Whose team is who's there? Crow's Nest, thanks for the 200 bits, thank you, appreciate it. Thank you, I got so confused, I'm like, whose team is who?
I do not want to leave silver.
Okay, so at what point did you turn to see what your teammate's HP was at? You asked, like, things that you can improve on to get in gold. It's okay to do damage like you were doing, but you also want to scan for your teammates and then be able to heal them. Your Orisa won't fall behind on as much damage or as much... Like, if you're paying attention to your Orisa, more often than not, you can still do damage and heal them. What you're doing is you're sometimes healing them and then you get distracted. And then you're just like, yep, that's it. Now, your Bastion's playing too aggressive. But maybe you thought your Bastion was the tank at that point. Chat, I just had a random idea, but I need your thoughts. What if I do the play of the game video after this with the green screen from a distance the whole time? Anyway, going back.
2 months, D.
Good window to heal your teammate, correct? You said that your tank was playing too aggro. I'm watching you window them and you're throwing heals. You're not even hitting the splash damage. You can shoot at the floor and that can heal your Orisa. You're shooting at like the skybox. Someone on Horizon Lunar Colony just got healed and was really confused. All right, but yeah, you had mentioned your tank, and like I will agree. First attack, not an ideal play. Right there, they just got snowballed because they were coming back from spawn. But overall, I think your tank has been playing okay. I'm not gonna say perfect by any means. Definitely can work on their position, but like, there's a lot you can improve on here that will help your tank also. And what I always do on tank, and I always mention, it's like people say, what can you do on tank? What I always say is this: when I enable my teammates to pop off, I also enable myself to pop off. Right? So you can dominate on BAP, and you can also keep your tank alive, which will result in both of you popping off. See what I'm saying? All right, at least you lamp this time. Burst heal. Good burst heal. Your Orisa had to go that way. Now heal. Oh, that's a wall. Okay, heal your Orisa now. You want to... Heal your Orisa now. Throw a heal towards your Orisa. Heal your Orisa. There we go. Nice. First heal. Good job. Good usage of abilities there. See how you're kind of aiming at the floor now? I'm okay with that if you're going to be able to hit the splash heals rather than just miss your Orisa by a mile. All right? Not bad so far. On that, like, that sequence of events, that is. Sorry. Watch out for the diva. You're by yourself up here. You have a lamp if you need it. Use the lamp if you... Oh, there goes the stick drift again. Would you put your controller down for a second because you were blaming your tank? Like, oh, I can't believe my tank. At no point was that anything to do with your tank. Don't be afraid to window this aggressively. Oh, that's on your Orisa. That's on your Orisa. That's not on you. You can still win this though. Keep your Torb alive. Window if you have to. Don't save your ultimate. Oh. I mean, that's a... Oh, that one's on your diva too, because they decided to... So, try to keep your windows further back to you. Oh, there it goes again. Try to keep your windows a little bit further back so your team has more opportunity to follow up. If they push through the window, you're not going to get much value. All right, just be careful of that. All right? Lamp point if you have to. Lamp point. Lamp the point. Okay, so if you don't survive on the point, they get the point. What is the one way that can prevent that and give your teammates time to get back to where they're at? Okay? So you gotta be really careful with it. You gotta use your lamp. That's the second time you've had a lamp where you did not use it. And, like, there was no reason not to use the lamp there. On to Ana, though. Also, this Ana skin is cool.
I'm the best player in the world.
4, 3, 5, out of go. 1. Attackers incoming. Payload mobilizing.
Okay. So, you just spun in circles. Your tank didn't even have an opportunity to get healed because you spun in circles. Like just focus on what's in front of you forward. Your teammates are fine in the spawn doors that you haven't left yet. Good job keeping your Zen alive. Now look at your diva. You can walk through the doorway. You can walk through the doorway. Okay, now your diva's getting rolled. Okay, now it's more. Now I will say this: first 2 times you need to pay attention to where your diva's at. Now your diva needs to make an adjustment to what's happening. Also, your diva just got mech back so quickly. What in the world? All right, you made it through the doorway. That's good. That's good. This is gold. Library, thanks for the 8 months of the Phoenix Prime. Thank you. Hope you're having a good day, too. Okay, now keep your tank alive. Move up. Good luck. That was just good ult usage. Honestly, that's a difficult one. I can't really look at that and go with any decision making. That was just a good ult. Okay, here we go. Nano. Ah! I mean, honestly, that's just unlucky. That's just unlucky. I'm gonna be real with you. This is on, sorry, I'm looking to see what is on. This is on Xbox. We're wondering, sorry. Okay, good job. Okay, so what you want to do now is I want you to start to look at something. Notice the moments where you're doing absolutely nothing. I want you to minimize on that. And what I mean by that is what you're doing a lot of the time is like you just kind of stop doing anything at a certain point. I want you to think about where you're going next. Who your next person you're going to be healing. What's going to happen if they do this type of play? When you start to think that way in Overwatch, there's a lot less of that, like, okay, what do I do next? And just kind of sitting there doing nothing. And you start to, like, think about your next play. So what are you going to do now? Also, I want to point out, I talk to chat all the time about this. Right here is one of the best spots in Gibraltar to begin with. If you control this part of the map, whether you're on attack or you're on defense, you're going to be in a very, very good spot. Go here. There's no reason to be in the middle of the open just sitting there. Go here. You have cover. You won't get rolled by a bastion. I mean, you could still, but you get my point, right? Go here. Go to spots that are advantageous to you and your team. Not spots that are just like, I'm going to sit in the middle of the open. Always think about positioning. You can have good positioning is so key in Overwatch in any rank that I haven't swapped back to you. We're just watching the spot. Okay, here we go. Get rolled. See this? See what this, by the way? See your spot? See this cover you have? This is what I'm referencing. You have good cover, and the positioning kept you alive there. Do you see what I'm talking about? The difference in being in the middle of the open? Like, that right there was a perfect example of, like, where you're using position. Now, okay. Yeah, so I get what you're doing here, but I also want to see you find ways to get to the next spot a little bit quicker. Because if your Zen doesn't ult that, and maybe you don't make the same play if your Zen doesn't ult that, like, look how much time you're doing nothing. And this means that you're having too much downtime before you go and do your next play, and you can see what happens. Ping them. By the way, if you've noticed the difference between using cover here, how much better this is for you, this is what I was referencing on that type of position thing. This has been the example of good positioning and bad positioning. So far. All right? Here we go. All right, that was a good snowball by your team. Now, you did mention at one point you said you started to kind of take matters into your own hands. Is this the next part where that happens? Oh wait, I want you to be super careful at the beginning. Like, you see how you're just staring at the ground and not doing anything? Those are the type of situations I've been referencing. Like, just be super careful of like your position and how you're playing that, okay? Like that 1 second is a Widow headshot. That's on your diva. That's not on you. I think you're in an okay spot right now. That's on your diva. So I'm gonna let you know when like your tank's playing too aggro and when you're not healing your tank. That was a situation where like your tank just overextended. That's not your fault. I will say your positioning has improved since that moment we showed on server, so that's good. Diva, keep your diva up now. Keep your diva up now. I know you really that's gonna be, listen, these timings right now, like that's gonna be more on you. Okay? That right there. First time was on diva, second time was more on you. Now don't get me wrong, you're gonna lose that team fight to begin with, but this is where like I always talk about where that extra 20-30% ult charge you could have got right there could lead to a win before this even gets around the corner once your teammates are here. Your diva, please. You asked me for advice on like what will help you improve through gold. When you watch this back, you're gonna see a lot of things that you're like, okay, wait a second, I hecked this up. You miss most of your heals there. You spend more of the time trying to find that DPS time, but then like at a certain point, you don't even look for your diva to heal them. Your diva does play aggressive at times, and I'm trying to point out when they are playing aggressive, and it's not on you. But there's been a lot of moments right now where like you just haven't been helping your tank at all, like straight up. Like you just haven't been helping your tank, like at all. Nano your diva. Nano your diva. Before they lose mech. And then nade them. Ready? Nano your diva. Nano your bastion? Listen, you can't, you're just not, this is what I mean. You're spending so much time. By the way, you might run out of time here when you make this play. Your spawn doors might be gone. I was gonna say. Like, you're spending so much time just not doing anything and not being decisive on your play that, like, you hard focus so much about how your tank was feeding and you needed to go make plays when, like, you're not even allowing your teammates to make plays because you're just not helping them. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm going to go 50-50 on that one. That's on the diva and you. Nano your diva. Nano your diva. Nano the diva. Nano the diva. Nano the diva. Nano your diva. Nano. Thank you. Throw a nade at them now and heal them. Heal your diva. Don't worry about you. You haven't looked at your diva's HP in about 15 seconds. If they get demexed, whose fault is that? Okay, and you still, there was a chance of losing that team fight. Do you see what I'm saying? Like you mentioned that, like, oh, my tank was like playing too aggro, etc. But like this has nothing to do with like your tank at this point. You haven't even given your tank an opportunity to make a play. Okay, here we go. Heal your tank. Heal your tank. spam heal him for now. I'm telling you right now, you are going to see such a better result if you just start spam healing your tank. Go for damage when the fight is in an advantageous spot or you need to make a play. Right? A lot of like when you see the damage happen, you can maximize a ton of damage. But like you're not even giving your tank an opportunity. I don't mind that spot for now. As long as you adjust your position sooner than later. This is on you, by the way. Yep. So, I'm loving when the stick drift goes up at the end of the kill cams. So this is what you're doing. You're going on top of this spot because it's a good spot for healing right away, right? But then your teammates are moving, the cart is moving, and you're sitting there. So what happens? The Pharah goes, wait, what is this Ana doing? And then gets a free pick on you. That's not on your teammates. That's not on your tank. That's on you. That's positioning. You're not giving yourself opportunity to do anything because the moment you go to like make a play or react to what's happening, it's already too late because you just haven't been doing anything in that time between. All right? So you got to try to find like that in-between spot, you know? There's been good moments and there's been moments. Nice play, by the way. And I want to point something out. That is an okay moment to DPS. And why is that an okay moment to DPS? Because nothing's happening to your team right now, right? No one's pushing your teammates. Your tank doesn't need heals. That's a good opportunity to go for a shot. Nice job on that one, right? That was good. That's an example of like a good time to DPS. Now, I want you to adjust your position in sooner than you did last time. In theory, you are, so I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. You adjusted your position in sooner. Good job. Now, don't worry about the... Oh, no. Your team won that fight, but, like, I need to show you something here, okay? By the way, a good example, you see how you prioritize healing your Orisa right there, and you didn't go for that Pharah up top right here? That was good. Also, next time you fall down here, you can just jump up this barrel here. See this? Right here. This barrel... Jump up here, and guess what? You're now here in LOS. See? You don't have to, like, go all the way around, take the scenic route, go through the maze, like, all right? Ping him.
We can't lose. Come on, everyone.
Please look at your tank during this. You will win this. Nano, you're Orisa or you're Bastion. You will win this if you do. You know, honestly, I'm just glad you nanoed somebody. I'm okay with that. Don't look at him yet. You're good. You're good for now. You're good for now. Go to the point. Good job. Good job. Throw a grenade on the floor. Nice. Good job. Heal your Mei. You're fine now. Keep your Orisa alive. Wonderful. Wonderful. So we're going to talk about that very quickly. All right? That at the end right there, that's what I mean. Do you see how you stopped just worrying about 20 different things and you just kept your Orisa and your Mei alive and you healed them? You enabled your teammates, okay? You enabled your teammates to make a play, and then you allowed yourself to also make a play. But like most of this game, you spent time having bad positioning. You spent time holding onto your ultimate. You spent time not healing your tank. And yes, your tank was aggressive at times, but that is not on your tank completely in certain situations. I saw probably more often than not, you weren't healing your tank. You didn't give your tank an opportunity. Your tank had okay position, and I'm not saying it was perfect and they were aggressive at times, but like it's better to keep them alive when they don't have that bad positioning than just to not heal them at all and not give them an opportunity. All right, do you get what I'm saying? So you need to work on all of that. And one thing I want you to work on, I want you to start thinking about what you're going to do next when a team fight is over. And I talk about this sometimes. So sometimes you would just sit there and wait an extra 5-10 seconds. Do that, you'll make progress. That's how you'll start to climb out of gold. But if you play like that, your games will be too inconsistent. You'll be all over the place half the time. You won't be able to keep your tank alive. You're going to start thinking it's different problems that happen in game, when in reality, it's just you spent the majority of your game just not doing something. And just like, okay, I'm going to go here. I'm going to fall down here. Like, there was times where your teammates are in 4v5. So improve on that, you'll be good to go. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, sub to all 3 YouTubes if you haven't. All 3 if you haven't. A lot of awesome videos on there. We actually are pretty much on everyday uploads on those channels. You know, might be a day or two on like the second or third, but like a lot of awesome videos on there. If you want to submit your own spectating, look in the description below. You'll see my Discord. You join my Discord, that's where you can do that. Follow everything in the description. That way you follow everything, because if you follow more stuff, then like the numbers go up and I have more followers. We record these live on stream. If you look right below the Twitch stream or the box right there, the webcam, you can see the Twitch chat. That's the Twitch chat. Stop by. We have a ton of fun here. And with that being said, hope you all have an amazing day/night.